Good morning.
Good morning, I'm Kim.
I'm Brad.
We're 626 Ohana, California.
And today we're...
Traveling to Orlando.
So yeah, we're flying from LAX to Orlando on one of the busiest travel days of the year.
But we're still going to have a good time.
Yeah, so we'll take you along our travels and show you any tips and tricks we find along the way.
And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along with our Ohana.
All right, let's go to Orlando. Oh, we made it to Orlando.
Yay! It feels good to be walking. It was 5 hours and a delay. But considering it was a safety check and a maintenance, I'm okay with the delay.
All right, let's get to the bus.
They still have a tree.
Yep, still up.
Nice.
Do you think it's going to be up when we come back home?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
But that's okay. But it's still nice to see one. Oh, I already see a little Disney.
Hey, the Star Wars.
Oh yeah, they did change it. Off the Galaxy's Edge.
Get to on this side.
All right, let's get on our Stormtrooper transport.
Yep.
Go.
It's right.
It's like Small World.
It's like the people mover.
A little bit faster.
A little bit faster, but it's like fast version.
The APM is now departing. Please hold onto the handrails. The next stop is...
You ready, Hayden?
You're falling behind, kid.
I love you too.
Aww. You ready for this adventure?
What's your angle, kid?
1 million Robux.
You're funny. You got a sense of humor.
What happens when you leave Los Angeles and it's 45 degrees out and you get to Florida and it's 83?
There's some layers.
It's summertime here. So we arrive on the 2nd. Still have Christmas tree. What are you yawning about here? It's not like you've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. West Coast time, it's 8 o'clock here. 7 o'clock here.
Welcome home. Your show go. Welcome home.
Well, that was where we kind of showed up to.
Yeah.
So we have to go over here, out there, and see there's the breezeway over there, and then it goes around there. That's where the buses are at.
Okay, it's not too bad.
Looks like worse on the map.
Yeah.
But we probably should have, when we came out of here, was taking the sidewalk over there.
Yeah, it's something to learn for tomorrow.
Oh, no, you can't.
You can't.
Oh, you can't do that.
Okay, we didn't.
No.
Christmas decorations are there.
Nope. Still second.
I think it's something new to us too.
Yeah, this is very new. So for us, when we say tips and tricks, anything you learn along the way, this trip we really mean it.
Right, because we're gonna learn a lot.
Because
At Epcot Resort for the first time.
and hey, if you guys got any ideas of when you stayed at the beach club, faster ways to get around, let us know in the comments, please.
Right? Hopefully we'll discover them all. But it's pretty. I'm actually surprised how warm it is right now.
Oh, it's really warm.
Right? I actually brought a lot of winter stuff.
Yeah, but we're gonna be getting cold in the next couple days.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna get that cold.
Huh.
I know, we came here once and it was almost snowing. It was like 34 degrees at night and we couldn't get warm or anything. So.
That was during the day too.
And that was during the day. And at night we really thought we were going to die with the windshield.
And the wind was blowing over.
I mean, we hadn't packed for that kind of trip.
And
This time I think we packed for that kind of trip. Like the opposite.
took us 2 minutes and 20. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get to the bus stop from our room. Or not from that lobby. So something interesting we noticed about the new buses, since we finally got to ride one of the new ones this time. Yay. They have USB plugs for charging in them, so that's kind of nice to have.
It is.
And it looks like Disney's put all Wi-Fi into all the buses now, so that's nice for those who want to save their data plans or just maybe sometimes get faster data. So
Right?
I haven't hooked up to it yet, so we'll see. But
Yeah. Sometimes we get chatty on the buses.
okay, so let's get going. So we made the Magic Kingdom. Now we're going to
We made the Magic Kingdom just to go around to
Fort Wilderness for our plans of the night. Plans of the night. That's it. Still holidays here.
really home to Christmas. I like that.
Yep.
I know, I always love Fort
Okay, glad we
Wilderness.
saw this. We've never seen this.
At Christmas time now.
Usually the decorations are down by the time we get here.
And I love the Fort Wilderness any time of year.
All right. All right.
But this is definitely more crowded than usual during summer. But maybe it's because of all the construction, it seems more compacted. I don't know.
So you can kind of guess where we're going to.
Yeah. Hoopity-doo. Revue.
What's our review?
Rented a golf cart tonight to go do the holiday tour and to go to the Hoopity-doo.
And Kim found her natural home. Oh. I actually kind of like the water bottle. I haven't seen those. $30. Well, it's changed in here since we've been here 6 months ago. Oh, like
5 months.
Please.
5 months.
Did they have those last time?
Yeah. No, not the Goofy.
Explore the wild. More, please. Camping rules. That's kind of cool. Hey, Kim, look. I actually made a shirt.
Wake up and smell the campfire.
That's the front patch on the front and the big thing on the back.
Ooh, that's your shirt.
That's a new one.
That's $24.99.
We got one.
Yeah, we already have one of these a long time ago. That's $37.55. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen 55 on anything.
So it is still it's decorated for holidays in here.
I love it. I don't think it was last time we did January.
Says ho ho ho.
Everybody out there is celebrating a birthday today. If you got a birthday, raise your hand real high. One of us going to come around and celebrate with you. All right, I got me one right here. And what is your name, young man?
Haydan.
Hayden. All right, you don't have to be ashamed. It's a strong name. Hayden. You know, you're Hayden. Where are you from, Hayden?
California.
California. What are you doing here? You got Disney over there, too. Anyway, how old you turn today, Hayden?
13.
13. Hey, you're a teenager. That's pretty cool. How about that? Happy birthday, Hayden.
January 2nd. These people don't want to hear a holiday song. You want to hear a holiday song?
What do you think, folks?
Actually, it seemed kind of mixed, I'll be honest, but I'm contractually obligated to sing it, so I gotta hit it. Melancholy, my guy is a thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Thank you.
But it's him that tells me Christmas is the only Christmas for me.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam. People say,
We would like to thank a real special part of
Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So they do change it for the holidays.
They do. I liked it better.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They did take out some parts.
They did, and that's okay because we'll see it again when we come. It's kind of our tradition to go see the Hoopity-Doo Revue every time we're here at Disney World, so we love it.
And they actually changed some of the jokes to holiday type jokes. So
It did, and actually they made some new ones, like they made a Mandalorian joke.
oh
So
yeah,
it was kind of fun.
yeah. So yeah, that's great that they the last two times we've gone it's changed up a little bit. This time it's changed quite a bit more. So
Yeah, they had a different cast this time too.
All
A
right.
few. Some of them were the same, some were different, but it was a good time.
Yes.
And like I said, and I'm sure you'll hear me say, we kind of had this day of delay, kind of a rough start. So that is a good way to turn things around on a dime.
Okay, so let's go to the
Our
course
golf
carriage ring. Oh wait, it's out there.
Yeah, we usually do that. That's usually our other tradition.
So we'll look for our review or
Yes.
what we're doing for our next
Look
thing.
at what we thought of our night at the Fort Wilderness with the golf cart review, with looking around at everything, and the Hoopity-Doo review for the holidays.
And again, normally we do this with the carriage, but unfortunately this year they're down, so we decided to try a golf cart, and we'll link the video down below.
So we'll link our other Hoopity-Doo review down below for that's what's normally the rest of the time of the year, which, like I said, I kind of prefer
It's a lot of
this.
fun.
Yeah, but we love both shows.
So
And we-
do the holiday one if you get a chance too.
Yeah.
So it's all Peter Pan themed. You got London. All the different horses have different Tinkerbell. On the top it has them flying around. They're flying around the moon. It's so cool.
Travel day.
Travel day. So we are doing this a day later because we got done so late.
It was a rough day.
Okay. So let's talk about it. That our day started off with our flight out of LAX.
Yeah.
Which you could hear in our background. We had a screaming child the whole time we were waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Well,
kind of
poor thing. It was 4 o'clock in the morning,
Morning.
and the
Yes.
poor child, and it's probably off its schedule. And I think as parents, sometimes we've all had those moments, and you gotta feel bad for the parent
yeah.
too.
So you all hear a little bit of screaming in the background. It's just everybody was tired,
Yeah.
and including.
No, not me. I never get tired.
So we got on the plane and got all loaded, and then all of a sudden the pilot comes on and said, "We're delayed. We're having a little bit of an issue."
And so they had to have maintenance come on. We were delayed about a half hour.
It wasn't too bad,
No.
but still a delay.
Hey, I'd rather have them come check it out, and I'm cool with that. I'd rather be on the ground, which she has in the air, than in the air, which she has on the ground.
So other than that, our flight was very uneventful.
Which is good.
Yes. So we had a nice flight, and we actually got to Orlando on time.
No, we were 20 minutes late.
No, I thought we were on time.
No,
right?
we were a little late.
Okay, we were 20 minutes late. Sorry.
So then we got down to Magical Express, and there was already a little bit of a line.
It wasn't too bad, really.
No.
There was lines for each resort, except for I think the Poly, Grand Floridian, and
No, there was like 4 or 5 bus lanes that didn't have anybody.
yeah. But we ended up waiting over a half hour to get onto the bus, which there's a warning that says that. But after that,
We sat on the bus for like 40 minutes.
yeah.
Whee!
So we got to our resort late for our check-in.
So we're on the bus finally at like 4:45. I get a text message that our DVC room is still not ready. And I'm like, okay, we're just leaving MCO. We have time. So we
got
get
here.
here about, it was 5:30, and they're telling us our room's still not ready.
Yes, I'm sorry, we're running behind. It's going to be at least another hour, I think.
And we wanted to change and get ready for the hoopity doo and stuff. So after a little talking, they finally found us this room. And
Same category.
yeah, same
everything.
category and all that. Actually, I'm glad we got this room. It was really, actually, it's a perfect location.
Yeah, it's a great location. Unfortunately, it just took a big chunk, another 20 minutes, half hour talking to them to try to get everything organized.
So I'm going to call our day of delays.
Yeah. So the reason we were in such a hurry is because we had hoopty doo and we actually rented the golf cart because we really, as you'll see in our golf cart video, wanted to go see all the
Yeah.
Christmas lights, and it's a really neat deal. Unfortunately, the carriage ride was not what we normally do this time of year. So we did a golf cart for something different, and that was a lot of fun. And
It was.
Trust me, we got lost. We did everything.
We had no idea where we were going.
You'll see our video on it. It was just funny.
It was, yeah, so
But we
asked,
did see some great lights.
We did, yeah. So we saw some really great displays, and we were hoping to kind of look and see everything. And we kind of wanted to get a head start before the hoopity doo, and that just didn't happen. And the other part was from here, we went to Magic Kingdom, and we thought from Magic Kingdom we could get a bus to the beginning of the Fort Wilderness and pick up the cart.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to where the buses were. Somebody told us a bus was in a certain area. We searched high and low for it and couldn't find it. It does not exist, we found out.
There's only a bus directly from Fort Wilderness to
Magic Kingdom,
but not the other way around.
You have to take the boat. So after we finally got on the boat, because we had to go through security, went around, got on the boat, then we had to wait for their internal bus, and so all in all, we wasted about 45 minutes to an hour. doing
Yeah,
that.
and then we had their internal bus stops at several stops
Everywhere.
as you go up. Finally got the cart and then did our trip. And hauled back to Hoopity Doo so we could watch Hoopity Doo. And as you'll see, talking about the Hoopity Doo afterwards, it was a great time. We had
Yeah,
fun.
and I like the holiday version.
The holiday version is awesome. Do it if you have time.
Then afterwards, we drove around and people were starting to already turn out their lights in some places.
Yeah.
So I was a little bummed out with it. It didn't work out. We still saw a lot of great things, but I wish we would have had more time.
A lot of them were turned off, and actually we had people that were taking them down. So that's something to think about.
Yeah.
And then we got done about 11:30. Unfortunately, at that time, by the time we got done,
Then we had to come back here.
all the buses were done running.
Oh yeah, we took a lift.
Other-
Sorry, we took a lift.
We took a lift back because the only bus we could take back was to Disney Springs. Disney Springs back to here.
So that would have put us in
we
at
were
like
exhausted.
1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're like, no.
By this point, we were absolutely exhausted. So
We were
get-
done.
Yeah, we got back here. Made sure we got our
Owner's locker and our
for
grocer's green.
from. Then they brought it right up,
Yeah.
no problem. Walked in, looked at our suitcases, started unpacking, and
Well, I looked over there and said, I think we're missing a suitcase. And he's like, nah, it's all here. We're good. And then he started counting. He's like, I don't have my suitcase. It's like, well,
So-
okay.
yeah. And I made the fatal mistake that I always bring out extra
well, not
carry-on.
fatal.
Well, not fatal. Okay.
You made-
I made a mistake that
That's a bad-
Cam always says that I always bring the next one. This is the one time I didn't because I was like, you know what? I don't want to bring the extra bag with me on that airplane and everything
That's
else.
my rule of thumb. Always bring a carry-on because if things get lost It's a bummer.
And I've only had my luggage lost one other time, and it's right when we flew home one time. So that wasn't a big issue. So I was like, it's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. It's never happened to us here.
So are we gonna listen to the wife once in a while?
No, I just put it on your bag.
No. If he doesn't do it, I'm listening to it from Hayden.
Yeah, but how many bags did I bring with me? How many did you
I
bring?
brought two. But hey, to
And
be
carry
fair,
on.
I don't count the carry-on.
I counted.
Anyways, I can roll my own stuff. I can make it happen. Okay. But with all the stuff that we have, you know, as a mom, I bring things for the whole family, make sure everybody's covered with
That's
things.
your excuse all the time.
Hey, he brought toothbrushes, toothpaste, etc. Good thing I packed it because we wouldn't have had that last night. Or Hayden and Brad wouldn't have had that had I not packed it in my bags.
So to go on with what happened is that luckily the bail service lady was up here when I was talking to her. She actually reported it to who she needed to. She was trying to see at the airport at their Disney Express to see if they had it. She said sometimes they do come at 1 o'clock if they have too many people coming in at once.
So she asked us, okay, if she came in and left it here, if it was here. So Brad and I naturally assumed it was
Yes.
going to be with everybody else's at the 1:30. Sure, just drop it off. It'll be here in the morning.
So, yeah, that's where we ended our night. Disappointment, things, frustration. To find out what happened with my luggage, watch
Stay tuned
tomorrow's
tomorrow's
video. Not
next video.
And you'll see it all. So, our travel day was
It was rough. It's probably one of the roughest travel days we've ever had.
Yeah, and not all. We tried something else. Top it off when we got into our room. There was a pile of dirty laundry and everything right outside the door.
Yeah, housekeeping just kind of left it there. I had to call and ask them to take away all the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
So it was, like I said, once we got to the resort and we realized where our room is, realized where the paths and everything were, we actually got a really great room.
Yeah.
So in a weird, twisted way, I'm frustrated it took time, but maybe it all worked out for the better.
Yep. And to let you know about the room, we do have a room tour that's going to be listed
Yeah.
coming up. And also, wait for the in the video, we'll review the beach resort.
Beach club
Well,
villas, and we'll tell you what we think about it compared to some other resorts.
Because we want to get some time to
Yeah, kind
we
of
wanna-
explore
Yeah, we want to feel out how every resort feels out for
compared to the others that we stayed at.
for transportation and everything else. But we want to make sure we give it a few days before
Yeah.
we make a judgment on it. So with that, I think it's time for us to say goodnight and
Find your magic.
Night,
Night.
everybody.